two-way wolf. So we picked up from last week. We got the bed platform in. Is that what you want to call it? Bed frame, bed platform. I got to get the batteries in the water tank put in. These batteries are heavy. These are AGM batteries. What is that? Windy Nation batteries. Had these in the overland rig, and I bought this big stable mat because I'm going to cut out and have rubber underneath the batteries, and then the water tank. Okay, well, I'm going to do the same thing on the water tank wherever that's at. Oh, it's over there. So I got to cut out a pad for the batteries. And looking at the photos, I had the battery set up this way. Positive, positive, negative, negative. And then I'll cut a pad for the water tank. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that stuff out. And I think that's the way that I was going to have the tank. Maybe I was going to have the tank laying down. I don't remember. I'll have to double check that. I decided to go ahead and do the tank laying on its side. That way the fill valve or the fill inlet is lower, which means it could be lower on the truck. So that way the fill on the truck is slightly higher than the inlet of that. Yeah, so I think we're going to do it that way. So I got to trace this out and figure out how to cut it. So batteries will go about there. And God, those batteries are heavy. Those things, my hands say that those batteries are 100 pounds a piece. I don't know, they're pretty heavy. I got about probably 5 more years I can go before replacing them. And when I do, I'll use the Battleborn batteries, I think. They're just way too expensive to be doing it right now. And then I found out something else about the tank. The filler hose that it came with is pretty short. So I think I gotta flip this around. So I flipped it around, and so here's the filler thing that I got. Some people complained because, see if I can hold this. Some people complained saying that this part falls out too easy, but it doesn't come out that easy, and I kind of like it because the opening's really big and you can get a hose in there. So that's going to be outside, and now that I flipped it over, there's plenty of room, so I'll be able to plug it in and go through. I want to go through the wood, but I mean I can go through. No, the mattress will be there, so I'm gonna go there slightly higher than that. So unless you guys have an opinion that I should turn the tank standing up and still put the filler hose that way, I don't know. What do you guys think? Make sure you leave a comment down below. As far as the batteries go, that's just about where they're gonna go, next to the hole to be wired up. Wires coming up through the baseboard, going to the control panel, or going to the fuse block. And I found the battery cutoff switch, which I'll put just inside the bed here, so that way if something happens I can just open it, reach in, and kill everything in the truck. So yeah, and then the pump's coming in, so that'll be the fill, this will be the vent. One of those, I'll probably do this one. That'll be the pump. And I was thinking about doing the drain, but I think on the PEX that's going outside, I'll put a drain petcock on the lowest part of the system. So when I go to drain it for some cold stuff, I can just drain it out there. Picked up a few more things. So one of the things that I did not have is a right angle drill chuck. So your drill attaches to here and allows just the head to get in tight places, because I will have to get in there and anchor that down in a couple of spots, and this will allow me to do that, so that'll be nice. The other thing that I already had, so I'm going to put this on the floor back there. I'm going to put it somewhere so that way the refrigerator can plug into that. And we had these in the past, and these are the under bed truck lights that glow, and it's got like remotes. You can change colors and you can dim it and stuff. That's actually going to be up there and then around here, and that'll allow us to have some like mood lighting, you know, if we just want a little bit of light. They were going to be under here. The problem is when you turn them on, they're all on. So I'm going to head and do the puck lights that we already have. We're going to do the puck lights underneath, so that way we can just turn on independent lights as we need them. So still need to think about doing that base, and then think about where that plug's going to go. Oh, and the other thing is I grabbed a small LED work light because all my other stuff is way too powerful. There's no sense of having a, I think I took it out, 1,000-watt work light in here, and it gets hot, and plus it draws a lot of power. But since I'll have this, I can get rid of the last 4-foot fluorescent deal and get that all unhooked. So yeah, so I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna take some more measurements on this because I really need to get a 12-inch tall platform. I got to think about that. Okay, served your purpose, but you are relieved of duty. I think that little LED work light will work just fine. Takes up a lot less space. Okay, what's next? Well, I'm happy the pump came in, so went ahead and got a pump, and I'm guessing, so in and out, where was arrow at? Right there. So I guess it'll be something like, where's out gonna be? Fill it up. That's got to be the vent. So out could be that one. So I could do something like that. So out from there into the pump, from the pump straight down, and run the hose all the way back. So yeah. So bringing up the speed a little bit. So the plan is that I got a little shadow. Anyways, I'm going to put that little fuse box up into this corner cabinet, so that way it'll be on that left-hand wall. All the wires are going to be on the left-hand side, including that box. That way all the wires will be in a spot, so when you open up the door, you won't see the wires at all. So that's on my tippy toes. I don't know, I'm 6'1", I guess. On my tippy toes, I can barely see the back. So the wires that got to come over here for the pucks are going to be in the back corner. I'll tape them down with some like white tape, so you can't see those. And the other ones are just going to be over here, because one set of wires are, one wire comes down for the overhead up there, over there. Another wire's got to come through this way into the bottom back of these cabinets, and the same thing over there, but you shouldn't be able to see the wires at all. So that's the plan for this part of the kitchen. Oh, and then the fan, I got to put that fan in over there. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I had to go through, oh, one of the things that I had to buy, which I didn't have before, was a right angle drill bit. I think I said, or right angle drill adapter. And I think I said that just because I had to get into a couple of tight places, but it came in handy for drilling a hole up in there. And then I had to break out some of my electrical stuff. So I'm finding parts and pieces so I can still move forward. I think I came up with a plan on how to do a box platform for the refrigerator, because it's got to come up 11.5 inches. So that way the top of the fridge will be right underneath the countertop. And I want it to look good and match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another cabinet. That way it has the side that's going, I can make the side fit there. I'll have the other side, I can use that as plates, and then I can have a top, so that way it'll look nice. So I think that's the plan, so I have to pick that up as well. Well, this band of lights is not being very friendly. Every time I try to go to move it, it moves. And I wanted to double check the length. See what I mean? Well, that sucks. It's not wanting to stick to the top of the cabinet. Well, the 3M tape sucks. So, yeah, that's not very good. So how about if we just shove it? What's I think it's almost time to take a break before I really get pissed off. Ugh. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not wanting to cooperate. So, let's take a break and rethink this. See if we can get something to hold this down. Man, that wind. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that wind is howling. Well, good grief. I did find out the Gorilla Tape sticks really hard to the ceiling. So that's a good thing. So I just put it back as far as I could, stuck it to the ceiling. I can kind of see the black tape. I'll have to come up with another plan. I'm almost thinking about just making a wood channel for the stuff to go onto, and then set the wood up there. And then I can just, I don't know, I can't get above it. And I don't want to take the cabinet down just to put the freaking light up there. So anyways, we'll see what happens on this side. Oh, there you go. Disco. Slow. Flash. Yeah, that'd drive me bananas. Jump. Okay, well, I guess that works. Got the fan up. I had to take it apart as far as getting the cage out of the way to get these screws up in here, because you can't get a screwdriver up in there. And these screws are so freaking small that you probably can't see it, but they strip out real easy because I'm trying to get it tight. But anyways, I may have to change these screws over to something a little more meaty to get that up in there. All right, I think I found a way to get the screws up in there so it's good and firm. And ran the wire, which that'll be pinned to the back over to the box. And yeah, oh, is that low? That's low. No, that's low. That moves some pretty good air. Not bad noise. Not bad. Yeah, I'm checking every single one, that's for sure. Alright, the puck lights are pretty cool. Nice and bright. You just tap, off, tap, on, and they're dimmable. Kind of nice. So one's going to go in the center of each cabinet, and that'll take care of that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's how the lighting's going to be. I won't bore you with tying in the other ones, but yeah. So got like the disco lights on top, got the fan, got the fuse box hooked up, and I'm going to start working on these puck lights, as I call them. Yeah, kind of cool stuff. Not bad. Those look a lot better. Not bad. This light is bright. Man, this little light's bright. Anyways, if you guys like it, hit the like button, share, subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. That'd be nice. And if you guys have, if you want to follow me on Facebook, you can follow me at 2A Wolf on Facebook. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. I'll see you next time on 2A Wolf.